Drucilla Mercedes, back with another posting. Of course, it's Wednesday. We back. So if you're new to the channel, go on and hit that subscribe button down below. Also, comment your thoughts throughout the video, any new future content you guys want to see from moi. And if you want to go on and like the video, go on and do so. So let's get right into it. So as you guys saw in the title, right? Your girl got locked up, y'all. She got caught. Okay, so now if I'm going to tell this story, I got to tell it right. And I got to tell it from the beginning. Now, this might be ongoing, but you know what? For me to get this story across, you have to know every little detail, like every little detail. So let's start from the very beginning. Here we go. So this was back at the beginning of 2019. And the beginning of 2019, we had a family gathering to where, you know, all the family decided, you know, all the family from out of state is going to come, you know, to my hometown of Mississippi. So we get to Mississippi and everything. I decided, you know, I don't want to put a lot of miles. You know, when you're going out of state and you're traveling, you're driving, you don't want to put too many miles on your car that you already drive in state. So you know what? I decided, well, let's just do, you know, get a rental car, whatever, you know, let's do that, whatever. Now, my mom, she was actually doing the process with you know, rent her car out. I think it was called like I'm not promoting no site, so I'm not going to say it. She was promoting her car on a website or whatever. And, you know, they go on there and you can purchase a car for the low, just like you rent a car and it's legal. So we had got my mom's car. So while we driving out of state or whatever, it was one late night. We decided to stop and get some food with the family or whatever. We get food with the family. We leave. Now, mind you, from Georgia to Mississippi is a 5-hour drive, but when I drive, it's 4 hours. I ain't gonna say nothing, but yeah. So get to Mississippi, right? And while we're in Mississippi, we decided to meet with the family late night, get dinner or whatever. So everybody had a good time. We leave, pack up. I'm like, oh, I'm ready to get to this room. I'm so tired. So we're just driving. Mind you, I wasn't speeding because it was late night and it was not too many cars on the road. So I was just like, you know what? We're just going to go, you know, the regular speed limit. The speed limit there was probably 50. No, I take that back. It was 65. 65 or 75. I know it's 75 in Georgia. So it might have been 65 there. So we just going to go with 65 miles per hour. So I was probably going about 50. So I decided, okay, we missed our turn. So something told me, oh, it was a cut through where you could make a U-turn around and it was legal. So I thought that was perfect. So I was like, oh, shoot, we missed the exit. Let me just U-turn here around here and then we could just keep straight up and it's a straight shot. So I decided to hop in the left lane and it was legal because of the way it had the U-turn to where cars miss a turn. Because going on miles and miles, I thought that was pointless. Let's just jump on in this left lane and make this U-turn on right here. So get in the left lane, make that U-turn right. Now, mind you, as I'm making this U-turn, I see a car like all the way back. Like they're far as shit. Like all I can see with their headlights. I couldn't see like the model of the car. I couldn't see the shape of the car. I couldn't see anything, right? So as I'm coming along, all of a sudden I'm seeing this car speed up a little bit. I'm not seeing any lights. I'm not seeing anything. I just automatically see the car speeds up. So as they're speeding up behind me, as soon as they get behind me, obviously they see, oh, this is the thing. When you come to a country state of Mississippi from like a known rural area in Georgia, they automatically assume what they're doing down here, what Georgia people doing and what they're doing in Mississippi. They must be up to no good or something like that or whatever. You know, thinking ill thoughts just because we're out of state. So, of course, they ran the tag or whatever. They ran the tag, so I'm like, okay, why am I getting pulled over? I literally just made a U-turn. So obviously I can't speed if I'm literally just making a U-turn and obviously the car is pulling up really, really fast, speeding up on my butt. So I move over, we get over there. He pulled us over. So he pulled us over and he's like, I just want to let you know why I pulled you over. My brother automatically think, oh, you pulled over because we made that U-turn? And I was like, no, the U-turn was legal. He was like, no, the U-turn was legal. I actually had to speed up to catch up to you. I'm like, well, you were kind of far back, so you would have to speed up to catch up to the point that I was because you were far back. So yeah, you would have to speed to catch up to me. So he said that I was going 70. which that made totally no sense when I literally just made a U-turn, and for you to go 0 to 70 in the type of car that I was driving was definitely impossible. So I was just like, you know what, let's just go do what we gotta do because it's late. Don't give me this ticket. Whatever you need to do, we'll just fight when we get in court, whatever. So he gives me the ticket. He's asked for my license. So now this is the thing. I started to get nervous because I thought I left my wallet at the restaurant, y'all. Like, I literally thought I left my wallet at the restaurant, and I got hella nervous. And I'm like, oh my God, y'all. Y'all don't know my wallet. My niece in the bag. Everybody in the car, like, helping me look for my wallet and stuff. So I saw my wallet. I forgot that I was putting my niece in her seat. So I was like, oh, shoot, it's on the floor. So I looked back there. It was right where I thought it was. It was on the floor. When I was putting her in the seat, I dropped it on the floor. So I give a wallet or whatever. And I know it probably made the cop kind of nervous, but we wasn't really paying attention to him. Like, I had all the lights on in the car so he could see everything. And I'm like, oh my God, where's my wallet? So he hears me saying, where's my wallet? So I don't think it made him nervous, but it probably did make him a little nervous because my brother was sitting over there like hella still. So I was just like, okay, well, I'm just looking for my wallet. So finally found my wallet, give him my license or whatever. He goes back there. Now, while he's back there, another cop car pulls up. And I'm like, okay, it's already a cop on the scene. And in Georgia, if you see another cop pull up, you might well get ready because somebody finna go to jail. Like, that's how we look at it now. Because if you already have a cop on the scene and they're already handling the situation, why do another cop need to pull up? Unless somebody either's doing something they ain't got no business, is drug related, and they need extra backup, and they already didn't call somebody for extra backup when they was pulling the person over. So that's when I'm assuming. I'm like, well, why the hell they need backup, stuff like that? So we're in the car like, what the fuck is going on? Like, da-da-da. Like, we're hella confused because we knew we weren't speeding because we literally just made the U-turn, so we know we weren't speeding. So he gets back to the car, right, and he runs my license. He comes back up. When he runs my license, he comes back up. He was like, ma'am, I just wanted to ask you, did you know your license was suspended? And I was like, huh? What you mean suspended? I don't know what you're talking about, suspended. I said, if that was the case, I would never been able to rent the car. And he was like, yeah, that does make sense. You know, you're not able to rent the car if your license suspended. They wouldn't even give you a, rental permission or whatever. So I'm like, yeah. So we were sitting there for about 15 minutes going back and forth. Like, do you know, did you like have a ticket that was unpaid or all this other stuff? I said, no, sir. I rarely get pulled over. I'm either at work or at school. So I rarely get pulled over when I'm driving. So this is kind of like new to me. So I'm getting nervous because now there's 3 cars because another cop has pulled up. So I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I don't even know what to tell you, sir. Like, I don't have any tickets on my record that I'm aware of, that I haven't got pulled over recently. Like, I don't know what the situation could be. So he gives me this little letter. I mean, not the letter, but it's like it's a citation, but it gives you permission. He claimed it gave me permission to drive my car on that suspended license. So, when you get a suspended license, they have to take your license, and he gave me that paper. So he took my license, gave me that paper, and I was like, so you had to take my license? And he was like, yeah, because, your license is suspended in our system. I'm like, how the fuck? That don't make no damn sense. What? So I'm so confused. At this point, I'm just like, I just want to get home safe. My niece in the car. So I'm thinking of everybody's safety at this point, and I want to make sure everybody's good and comfortable. So I'm like, okay, I take it for what it is. I said, we'll just figure this out when we get back to Georgia. And that's what the cop said. So the cop was very nice in this case. He was very nice. He was like very informative. He said, well, when you get back to Georgia, just try to call the DMV, try to get everything resolved. The driving services, do what you need to do, because if they catch you in Georgia driving without a license, I can only imagine how it is there. But he was like, yeah, you're actually going to go to jail. All these cops cars actually pulled up because we're actually going to take you in. Like, he told me this. So I'm like, what the fuck? So the cop was, very informative, whatever, I ain't, whatever. So now I started to think back on it, you guys. I'm like, okay, he can say all this. Okay, you pulled me over for speeding and then you give me for, yeah, exactly. So I'm just like, whatever at this point. So I just take for what it is. Okay, so we get back to Mississippi. I mean, no, we're done with the family stuff in Mississippi. We get back to Georgia. Now, while we're back in Georgia, the first thing I do that Monday morning, I call the Georgia driving services. I called them and let them know the situation. Literally everything I'm just telling y'all, I told them, and I explained the whole situation of, okay, I got my lights and this and that. Breaking everything down for them. And she goes in, put my stuff in, and she was like, ma'am, who told you your license was suspended? I said, a cop. And I was out of state. I was in Mississippi visiting family, and they told me my license was suspended. So I'm kind of confused as to my license will be suspended there and not in Georgia. So I'm a little confused. So she says, your license not suspended? I said, huh? I said, I live in Georgia. I don't live in Mississippi. So how would they pick that up before you guys? And she was like, I have no clue, but you don't have anything. You don't have any points. You don't have anything on your driving history. So I don't know where that came from. So I thought, okay, what do I need to do? She was like, well, you don't have your license? I said, no. I said, he took my license. What do I need to do? Oh, well, ma'am, you'll have to go online and you can fill out to get a replacement. So just report it lost and stolen and get a replacement. So I'm like, and now my mom, she listened to the whole thing with me, and I'm like, get a replacement? They ain't got nothing in the system. They need to citate this type of stuff in there, like a cop take your license. Good, huh? Like a cop take your license and all you tell me to report it as lost and stolen to get a replacement? Yeah, so my mom's like, girl, just report that thing lost and stolen, get your life. You know you gotta go to work tomorrow. Blah, 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 blah. So I said, all right. So she said, we go online, fill out for the replacement, they'll pay my little $5 or whatever. I ain't tripping, $5. I ain't tripping. So get my license in the mail. Now mind you, I couldn't drive because the man had my license, so I wasn't able to drive. So I had my brother drive me around or drop me off at work, take me to school, all that type of stuff. He needed a car. I let him take the car until my license came in the mail because I didn't want to risk another situation of me driving and literally don't have a license on me. So I let him drive me around, this and that. So I finally get my license, and it was one night that I had to pick my brother up from work. So I get my license in the mail. Oh, by the way, I had to go to court. I had to go back to Mississippi. Yeah, see, I'm going too fast. I'm sorry, y'all. So, by the way, I had to go back to Mississippi because they gave me that little paper to show, okay, you can drive with this until you get to Georgia, get a handle, all that stuff. So I had to go back to court for that. The judge dismissed my case. When he dismissed my case, he threw that citation and that whole little charge, driving with a suspended license. He threw that out because I had all my evidence to back me up. Like, my license will never suspend. I went to the Georgia Driver Service. This is when I say, don't just go with what people tell y'all. Like, do your own research. Figure out what you need to do for you, because at the end of the day, it's you. So I started, I got everything together, went to the courthouse. And baby, when I laid all that shit out in front of them, they didn't know what to say. They were like, look, y'all got to dismiss her charge because technically her license really wasn't suspended. It really wasn't suspended. Y'all don't have any evidence to show her license was suspended. So we only can go off of what the driver service is saying. Her license is not suspended. So they dismissed it and all that good type of stuff. So baby, when I tell you I was supposed to have been an attorney, I was supposed to have been an attorney for real, in real life. Just saying. But, God lead me the other way. I follow your will, follow your word, and the footsteps by the name of Jesus. Okay, hello. There we go. So let's get back to this topic. So where did I left off? Okay, so let's fast forward. I had to pick my brother up from work one night. Finally get my license in the mail. Had to pick my brother up, go pick my brother up from work. Now, we driving on the back road. We're in, Lord Jesus, y'all already know. If you're from Georgia, like South Georgia, you know where I'm coming from when I say Henry County. Hello. Henry County don't play. That's all I'm gonna say. They ain't gonna ask you no questions. They don't care. Whatever they see is what they see. They don't care what you got going on. None of that. So, driving my brother home from work, all of a sudden, it's the same shit. A police, I don't know what it is, but a police officer pulled me over. Like, the thing is, I wasn't speeding, y'all. I was not speeding. I wasn't, like, literally, I was just driving in my lane, minding my business. Me and my brother was just having a conversation. Like, I don't know if it was because I probably was driving slow because I was talking or whatever, but when we interact in conversation, like, I'm into the conversation. So, wasn't swerving, none of that. So, he gets behind me, pulls me over. So, obviously, he runs my tag. Obviously. So, the oddest thing happened when he pulled us over. He sat there for a minute, so I'm getting all my stuff together. Insurance, getting my license, getting all that stuff together. So, I'm sitting there, waiting for him. The oddest thing was, the officer went to the passenger side. He didn't go to my side. He didn't go to the driver's side. He went automatically to the passenger side. So, I'm sitting there wondering, like, why he go to the passenger side? But now that I think back on it, it's finna click. Everything finna roll together in a minute. Give me a second. Everything finna come together. So he goes to the passenger side. My brother's sitting over there, and I'm sitting in the driver's seat. So he's talking to me. He said, ma'am, I just want, he was like, do you know why I pulled you over tonight? I don't know. Why do officers ask you this? Can y'all answer me that in the comments? Why do officers, the first thing they ask you is, why did I pull you over? Do they want to clarify the situation, or have both of y'all have the same understanding or something? Or like, is this something to make yourself look guilty or something? Like, I'm so confused. Like, I'm confused about that. But please answer that in the comments for me. I really want to know the answer to that, because every time somebody get pulled over, that's the first thing they ask. Do you know why I pulled you over? Okay. So he's talking to me. He was like, do you know why I pulled you over? I was like, well, no, sir. I was like, I wasn't speeding. And he was like, no, you weren't speeding. You weren't swerving or anything. I said, okay, so what's going on? So I'm sitting there so confused. So he says, y'all, when I tell that man opened his mouth and said, ma'am, I'm pulling you over because your license is suspended in our system. It's showing your license is suspended. And I'm sitting there looking like, huh? And then I looked at my brother. When I tell you, me and my brother looked at each other and went, deja vu, like for real, deja vu type stuff. So he tells me, oh, well, ma'am, your license is suspended. Do you have any records to show, like, do you know why your license is suspended? All this other type of stuff. So I'm so confused. I'm like, sir, I don't know what's going on. So here you go in Georgia. I should have knew this shit was about to go down. Baby, when I tell you another cop car pulled up, I was sitting there looking like, why they doing it to me, Lord? I don't hurt nobody. I don't do that to nobody. Why they doing me like this? So, the other man comes up. He's talking to me while my brother's talking to the other guy, whatever. So he says, I don't know what it was. This is why I tell people, when the cops pull you over, do not release too much information. Like, if they don't know, you don't know. Like, stop telling so much of your business. Sometimes you gotta, when the cops are there. So, the cops, he did all his little stuff. I guess he got tired of doing the little back and forth thing. He decides, he comes up to the driver door. He says, he opens my door. I didn't open my door. He opens my door. He said, ma'am, can you step out? I should have knew then. He had me, y'all. He had me. So, he opens the car door, y'all, and tell me, ma'am, can you step out? I said, ooh. I look at my brother. And he walks me back to the car. He ain't say nothing. He just walking behind me. We walk back to the car. I'm thinking he want me to show him, you know, little stuff here and there. The man said, ma'am, can you put your hands behind your back? I said, oh! Why you doing this? I don't do that to nobody. Y'all, when I tell you I was out there acting a whole... Have y'all saw The Color Purple? You throw her up on, baby, when I tell you I was making all them ugly faces, I was boo-hooing crying. So it's like the cops had to, like the cop that was arresting me, he was just over it. He was just over it at this point. And the other cop was trying to, you know, the other two cops was like, you know, you're in school, just talk with the judge and everything, just gonna go to court, they just try to calm me down. Cause this my first time being locked up. I'm like, bitch, I don't do that. I don't bother nobody. Why they bother me? Like, why y'all bother me? Dang. So my brother he come over, he try to calm me down. He like, good Drew, just calm down, this your first, first offense type thing. And I'm like, first offense? This ain't no never offense. So I'm just going crazy. So they was like, well, we gotta go. So the man, obviously he had other people to arrest. So he said, y'all, we got to roll. So sitting in the back car and I'm just reminiscing on life. Like, Lord, I don't bother nobody. I'm just saying a little prayer to myself, like, Lord, if you get me through this, Lord. Everybody has done that prayer. Everybody has done that prayer. So get to the check. Look, y'all, I ain't go to the back. They didn't change me or nothing. They actually treated me really, really nice. Like, they were just, put me all in the system. You gotta do your eyes, your fingerprints, all that stuff. They just basically putting you in the system. So basically, while they putting you in the system and everything, they have a little process that you do to get your mugshot taken and all that other type of stuff. So I'm sitting there and the man was like, do you have a phone call you need to make? So the first thing I thought of, I was like, shoot, yeah, I know my mama number by heart. Called my mama. My mama said, Drew, we on the way. We on the way, baby. We on the way. Just give us a say. We gotta go to the car. We gotta go to the bail bonds place, and we gonna put up the money and all this other type of stuff. So yeah, your brother said he got the money. So we gonna head up there to get you on now. I said, okay. So I just sit there, baby. I done fell asleep, woke back up, still sitting there waiting on them. So finally, I would say I was sitting there probably for about not even 2 hours, probably 2 hours. It was 2 hours. It had to been 2 hours. So walk out, look in the mess, y'all, because literally, I'm not gonna show y'all my mug shot because nah, I ain't gonna do all that. But basically, baby, I was literally doing my hair when I was picking up my brother. So when I was doing my hair, I stopped my braiding process and just went on. Baby, when I tell you my braids was like, and then I had that little one braid sticking out. And I was just like, I was supposed to sew it in and sew everything. And it was just supposed to be one little big old pin. You know when you're doing women hair or whatever. So, but baby, when I tell you, hair was over with, done, all that good stuff. So get out, me and my mom, we talking and whatever. Now that I look back at the situation, I'm like, the first thing I felt like that should have happened was Drew, shut the fuck up. If you don't know, they don't know. If they don't know, you don't know. That's how you look at that shit. So, okay, so we gonna fast forward. You gotta go to court for all this stuff, right? You go to jail, you go to court, all that good stuff. So, finally get to court. Baby, when I tell y'all I was supposed to be an attorney, who? So, get up in there, got all my little papers together, whatever. I stand up, I wasn't there when they went, because they tell you in the beginning, they go through a little thing, they let you know what you're supposed to say and what you're there for. If you're not guilty, if you're contesting, you're guilty, all that stuff, what you need to do, who you need to talk to, prosecute, all that other type of stuff, what you're supposed to do, right? So I wasn't there for all that, but me knowing me, I already know what to say when I went up in that thing. So basically, I told them I was gonna do grand jury, all that stuff type of stuff. I was gonna let my peers decide what's gonna happen. So they was like, oh, she know what she talking about. So I ain't have no attorney. I did everything by myself. So they were like, okay, so we're gonna set your court date for so and so day. They rearranged my court date. So I'm sitting there waiting for them to give me my paper to show that I rearranged my court date. Prosecutor came up to me and she was talking to me. She hello, baby. Yeah, she was with it or whatever. So she walked up to me. She was like, so I wanted to meet with you. I saw, your plea and everything. I just want to meet with you, because I don't really, want you to risk it. Now, as an attorney and as an opposing client, because I'm not a client of theirs, I was opposing there because they was actually with the state and I wasn't. I was actually defending myself. They were with the state. So she was like, well, you just let me know what you got, that, and that, and we can go from there. Now, thinking the attorney trying to set me up type shit, I'm like, why she want to know what I got so they can already have their case prepared when I come back to court and all this other type of stuff? So I was just like, you know what? Let me give her a chance. So we go in, we talking or whatever. So she like, okay, I understand it. She said, let me do this. She was like, I'm gonna try to get this dismissed for you. And I was like, oh, I was gonna try to dismiss it myself, but shit, you got the certifications to do that, so let's go. I ain't gotta pay none of this. Hello. She said, okay, so the only thing I need you to do is go to DMV, right? Go to the DMV, ask them when they actually suspended your license, like when a request was sent in to suspend your license, and when they actually went on with your request. Don't start this rush. Yeah. Okay. So she was like, go back in there and get that request from them or whatever, all that good type of stuff. So I go back. I'm going to just turn it off. I'm going to turn it off, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay. So she tell me go get all that stuff handled with the driving services. So I get to the driving services. Those mofos in there act hella slow. I'm gonna just say this. They act slow. Like they don't know what you asking for. Like, I'm telling you what I'm asking for. I need to know when you guys suspended my license. You have the date in there. Somebody press a button to say license suspended. I need to know when that button was pressed for my license to be suspended. So he printed out the paperwork. He showed when it was reinstated and all that good stuff. He was like, the only thing I got to show was when it was reinstated and all that other type of stuff. And I was like, okay, just give me that. So all the process go by, whatever. Get back to my new court date. show all this to the attorney and all this. She was like, okay, you got everything. I remember you. Okay, yeah, I remember all of this. Yeah, see, she was looking, she was like, yeah, Georgia messed up. Yeah, they didn't even put the correct, we gonna dismiss this. So she talks to the judge. She let the judge know all the stuff that I had. She was like, it was pointless to take it to a trial because I had all my stuff to have me covered. That's why I tell everybody, keep all your receipts. Keep everything. I even had the stuff from when I was in Mississippi and this happened. Hello. So you keep everything. When I tell y'all keep everything, anything they try to, I got everything. And I still actually got all my stuff. I have my own little personal folder for everything. All the stuff I had over in Mississippi, all that little good stuff. And the case from Georgia. Both cases in Mississippi and Georgia were dismissed. Hello. Who? Attorney Drew. We at it. Okay, so I wasn't going to show y'all this. But then I thought about it. See, that's too much going on. Okay. Yeah. Baby! I'ma just insert a screenshot for y'all. I'ma just do that. Ooh. I'ma just do that for y'all. Big old bitties. Yeah, I'ma just insert a screenshot. Y'all can laugh. Y'all can do all that little good stuff. But when I tell y'all, I was really supposed to be an attorney in real life. I really was. God said I was playing around, and you know he had some other stuff prepared for me, so that's what I'm going with. So I really wanted to tell y'all that story time because I don't know, it's just on me. You know, I wanted some laughs out of it. Now that I look back at this situation was very knowledgeable. I learned a lot of stuff within this situation. I learned to keep my mouth closed. I've learned to, you know, make sure I keep everything. And to definitely cover yourself. No matter what it is. If you feel like it ain't, yeah, they ain't gonna come back up. And look what happened. That Mississippi case was back months before the Georgia situation happened. So all I gotta say is, you know, make sure y'all taking care of yourselves out here. That's all I gotta say. So I'm gonna leave y'all with this. I love y'all. Again, it's Drucilla Mercedes. We ending this video. Please comment your thoughts down below. Any funny things you thought of the situation and how a person can actually handle the situation. If I didn't handle it a little too well in the situation, you guys let me know down below. And I'll say like, comment, of course, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to watch next. I'm back at you.